Okay, so the first thing we'll do from the desktop is open the Maschine 2 software. And we'll make this screen a little bit larger, and I'll walk you through the layout and basic navigation of the software. When you open the software, it'll give you the last project that someone was working on. We want a new project, so we'll go to File, New, and now we have a blank slate. And as you can see, if I hit the pads, no sounds will come out because there's no sounds loaded. This is where you will find sounds, your projects, and toggle it between the internal sounds and the sounds that we put into it. So if you look at the screen under the tab that says Libraries, which will be the default tab that opens, we'll start from the left, and this is Projects. Projects are the entire song, everything that you record, all the small things you do to sequence it, everything that you do will be saved as a project file. So you'll see here we have a long list of files that have been saved that are previously worked on projects. This tab is Groups. Groups are 16 sounds that are saved together as a kit that will load onto the 16 pads of the machine. We will try those groups out and show how to load them after this. All sounds, this is, I'm not sure why this is in the middle, but this is every sound sample that's inside this machine that you can access. And you can use this to individually grab a sound if you want to manually select each pad and what you want on it. This tab is Instruments, and we'll see that under the instruments, they are sounds that were created with the intention of being mapped into a key scale so you can play them out as instruments, and we'll load them up and go into that shortly. This is for more advanced functions, but these are all the effects that you can load onto individual sounds or onto a group, and these are samples. Samples that you make will be things that you load into the machine from external sounds that you can cut and edit into whatever size you like, and also many of the sounds that are already loaded in that you can select to add onto your pads will be internally saved as samples for Maschine. These two icons right here, the one on the left that looks like a small sphere or a globe, represents native instruments. So when this is selected, all the projects, groups, sounds, instruments, effects, and samples are the sound samples and projects that are preloaded that came with this software. When you choose this little head and shoulders, this is user. So that would mean that these are all the projects that we've made, created, and saved, all the groups that we've made ourselves and saved, the sounds that we may have loaded into the machine ourselves, and instruments that we may have created, of which, as you see here, there are none. So if you're looking for projects, for example, you would want to toggle into user to access a project that you've saved. But if you're looking for a sound kit that you've used before that came with this, in groups, for example, you want the native instrument sounds that gives you all the drum kit sounds and samples that were loaded into this machine for you to use. Now, if you'd like to continue on, we can jump into how to load these sounds in so you can start making noise on this machine.